The Coaches Show is brought to you by Highway 55, Burgers, Shakes, and Fries, Nunboys.com, and GPS Photography and Video, GPSPhotoandVideo.com. Welcome to the Coaches Show. I'm Glenn Young alongside head men's basketball coach, Quame Patterson. Coach, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
1-0 in the conference.
That's right, it's big.
1-0 in the conference. The Coaches Show is brought to you by Highway 55, Burgers, Shakes, and Fries, Nunboys.com, marketing, advertising, t-shirts, GPS Photography and Video, 1080p HD, GPS Photography and Video, GPSPhotoandVideo.com. Coach, 1-0 in the conference. Looking at the game overall, you know, they say you live and die by the three.
Yes.
And so when Richmond went cold, I mean, they kept putting you guys at the line.
Right.
So it's sort of tit for tat, and it wasn't a buzzer beater, but it went all the way down to the end. I mean, were they what you expected? You just think that they just, I mean, because they didn't abandon the three, even though they were missing them left and right.
No, that's their whole game plan. They want to wear you down, tie you down, and that's why they run that platoon every 2.5 minutes at you. So the ill-advised shots that they take for a normal team, they can cope with that because of their effort, because they had the mentality of I'm playing hard for 2.5 minutes, and I'm going to take the first shot available because I'm coming out in 2.5 minutes, and try to rotate and get you confused and wear you down.
So they just think we're just going to wear you out.
That's it.
We're going to impose our will. Didn't work out too well for them.
No.
They averaged 100 points a game. Final score was at 95-91.
95 to 92.
92.
But I apologize. They're down to 94.
94. Okay.
Points a game. They're the third leading scoring high school team in the nation.
So they average 94 points a game. You feel like this is a good strategy?
For them, it works for them.
It works for them. I mean, they were. What's their record on this season?
Our record is.
I mean, theirs.
Theirs. Similar to ours, about 10-4, 10-5,
well, I mean,
or 9.
Well, it got them a conference loss. The flip side of the coin, and as I was leaving the gym Friday night, people were saying, you know, Coach Patterson needs to put them guys and shoot foul shots for like an hour for practice. I remember we talked about it last week. That's not always the case.
No. And I got a call today from Fayetteville Observer.
Really?
Talking to us about our free throw shooting and what do we do. And I explained to her, you know, the same thing. You know, if I could hire 300 people to come in and watch us practice and simulate game situation, that's the only thing that's going to help really at this point.
But they were hitting them, man. And had we went cold at the foul line, may not end up on the winning side of things.
Right. But yeah, missing 34 free throws can haunt you. Come back.
They can. How many we missed this game?
34.
34 this game.
34.
How many we missed the game for?
21.
But we went up.
We beat our record.
Well, we beat your record. There you go. Well, maybe it was because of holidays. You feel like your team was lagging, or you feel they came out like you hoped they would?
No, that's a tough game to come out. Your first game off the holiday with that type of up tempo, and you know it was a good test for us, and I was very excited about when I told my guys that. But don't get overzealous because we did the same thing last year and ended up 5-5.
Starting out strong, yeah.
And on the flip side, you know, I think 2 or 3 years ago we were 0-1 in the conference, lost to Richmond, and we're undefeated. So it can go either way. You have to take one game at a time, and just, you know.
Who were your top performers?
Well, we had 6 guys in double figures.
Okay.
And 1 with 9 points. Leslie Baldwin at 13 points. Dakota Cummings had 14. Jarius Capers had 16. Devin Norwood had 13. Rovell Ray had 10 with 2 monster jams. And
yeah, I saw that. I mean, if you weren't there, you missed a couple of dunks that were pretty exciting.
And Silas
It's only worth 2 points, though. It's exciting.
But it built some confidence.
Yeah, it definitely gives you momentum and got the crowd in it.
But Silas Love had 14 points and I think 11 or 12 boards to go with it. A couple of blocks.
He seems to be getting stronger as the season progresses. I mean, he's a sophomore. So, I mean, is it a thing that to pick his game up that he needs to get in the weight room, you think? Or?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, to be that that type of guy for us in the future, that's gonna have to work. Right now, he really is just getting hustle buckets.
Right.
Like from our missed shots, he's getting putbacks and being in the right place at the right time. He's not bad at posting up. He could do a little bit better, but he's a very bright spot for this year, of course.
Wesley Baldwin's been strong, but you got some good production off the bench as well.
Yes.
I mean,
Devin Norwood comes off the bench, but he plays starter minutes. He's really our defensive guy, but when he comes in and drops 13 for you on offensive end, it helps out a lot.
Dakota Cummings, and then your freshman point guard, is it?
Yes.
How's he doing?
He's doing okay. Nice to meet you, man. He's doing very well. He still has some growing pains.
Right.
But
Has he asked for more time?
he has not, surprisingly. But I think he's going to earn some more.
Very few freshmen are playing at the varsity level, so I mean, I think he's got to know he's in rare air.
Especially for his size and his
Right.
air. It shows a lot for him to be that size and be on the floor.
I was talking to Coach Daniels earlier, and we talked a little bit about the referees. Now, you got the same referees from game one, which is the girls going into your game. And so if they get if the crowd gets a little rowdy and stuff, they call stuff a little tight, took one of the girl players out, Mo, got her for a technical and a foul in the same play. So it was interesting.
Right.
It seemed to get chippy at the end. As I told her, I mean, initially you hardly knew the referees were there, but then towards the end of the game, it got chippy and it rolled over to the boys' game.
Right, and I know sometimes I used to joke with the girls' coaches, like, hey, listen, take it easy on the refs. They're gonna come at us.
Coming at us, exactly.
And I always talk to the refs, so please don't let our crowd dictate the way you referee and stuff. But I think that's Richmond's game. Like they foul so much and so aggressive that it puts the referee in a blind. He's still a human being.
And it worked the referees pretty well.
Right. It's like, well, he fouled that time, but really not that as bad as last time. So I try to tell them the foul's a foul. Just please call it the same way every time.
And stay up there. Well, Coach, we're gonna take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about Lumberton coming in here Friday night.
Okay.
Second conference game. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Coaches Show. I'm Glenn Young alongside men's basketball coach Quame Patterson. Coach, you got your family out here.
That's right.
We're not going to hold you too long.
Okay.
Testing this week. That's limited your practices. Because the schedule is they got to get home by a certain time so they can get some rest to get ready for the next test day. Do you see that's going to be a challenge this week?
I think so. It happened to us last year. We were 1-0 in the conference to start out, and we had testing week, and we only practiced 1 hour a day. And then we had like the half days on the Thursday and Friday for the game. So this year, the guys thought about making some type of plan about that half day, how to get some shots of a shoot around before that half day, during that half day. We don't want to come back and bite us in the butt and come back and turn around and be 1-1 in the conference.
No, you don't. And when you talk about your foul shooting, you went from missing 21 to missing 34. Honestly, it's just a thing. Just keep shooting, right?
Right.
I mean, it's nothing mental. You can't bring any psychologists. Is it one particular player that's missing them?
No, it's all of us.
Because it's like an imposing hack of silence, if you will.
Right. No, it's all of us pretty much. We just need to get back to a routine. Really.
Right.
Just stick to a routine, make or miss, and stay confident and stay with your routine.
When you're talking stats, how's your 3-point shooting been?
Not bad. A lot better than last year, I guess. Just to say, I think we're a little bit more talented this year than last year, but our 3-point shooting's not bad. Traditionally, in the last couple of years, we haven't had a guy who's like a dead-eye 3-point shooter like we had a couple of years ago. So we try to be very smart about taking the threes.
Well, you go into Lumberton comes here Friday night.
Right.
We had testing all week, limited practices. They're going through the same thing, though, right? Or they're on the same. They're on the same test schedule too. So I mean, they're dealing with it as well. Right. Who did they play last week?
They played Pinecrest.
They won?
I think they lost by 4.
Lost by 4.
4 or 6.
So no wins in the conference, but this is a team that was 6-6 now, 6-7. What are you expecting out of Lumberton?
They're up and down. Everyone says they're huge. Even the big teams that we played said they're huge. And if we don't box out and do little things, it's going to bother us.
So are they big for no reason, or they're good in
No,
paint?
they're big and good, but they're just up and down. They're brand new coach, and new system and stuff, and they're just trying to learn each other.
Right.
I think they won their first couple of games off just being talented. Now they're trying to gel together to
Form a
and
chemistry.
hopefully it won't be Friday night when they
when they come together. Are they perimeter? Are they a run team? Or they just try to wear you down?
They try to wear you down, but they're big. They throw it inside. They're big.
Right.
They like to, but they'll jack it up from anywhere. They'll shoot it from half court because they have big guys who can rebound. I'll have
no fear.
No fear. I'll shoot it all day. I have 6'6" guys rebounding from me, left and right. But they like to play up and down. It'd be more of a traditional game, unlike Friday night, last Friday night, where it was just helter skelter.
What's your strategy going in?
Spread them out.
Okay.
Spread them out and attack the basket, get them in foul trouble, and try to pack it in. If they kill us on a three, they do. But I don't want to get beat by put-back layups.
Right.
We don't have enough people inside rebounding.
Do they foul a lot? Are they so overly aggressive that they get in trouble?
No, they're not one of those.
They play pretty smart.
They play pretty smart, right?
Okay.
They're not one of those.
Now, who's your coach? Where's he from? Is in they're Lumberton's coach? You say it's his first year?
He's a new guy. I don't know if he's in the school system. I believe he's a preacher in Lumberton somewhere.
Really?
Yes.
Well, you'll watch your bad words Friday. Well, hopefully he won't have divine intervention.
That's right.
That's all I'm saying. Well, Coach, second game in the conference. You finished up 12 February. You've already missed how it went last. You started out 1-1 and then it just imploded. What's been your game plan to tell the kids this year? I know you told them, hey, don't be like last year.
Right.
But how are you instilling this in them?
Just take one game at a time.
Right.
And really understand how tough our conference is this year. As opposed to years in the past where the bottom two teams will lose to everyone in favor. But this year, everyone's beating those teams, and we have to come prepared and execute every night. Like I talked tonight in our hour practice about details, about screening.
60 minutes.
About screening and setting good screens and being smart.
What's up, man?
But little things like that are going to take us a long way down the stretch, especially if we play get smarter and better for teams that are just as good as us.
You never can let the referees interfere with the game, but y'all's not gonna you have a different crew.
Right.
What's your game plan for them? You talk about they'll be coaching, they'll be refereeing the girls' game and then coming into yours.
Right.
Sometimes, if they hit a bad game, it rolls over to you.
Yes, it does, and that's why I tell the guys, don't let the referees dictate how you play. Let me deal with the referees.
What's your name? Introduce you to these guys. Nico.
This is Nico Patterson.
Nico Patterson. And what's your name? Giovanni.
Say hi, guys.
Giovanni and Nico. We were talking earlier. It's like Steph and Curry. Steph Curry was coming in. You guys having a good day? You had a concert today, huh? Did you sing? What did you sing?
3 songs.
Well, what were they?
In my gym.
In your dream? That was one?
In my gym?
In my gym? Okay. Were you shooting basketball in your gym?
Do you shoot basketball?
Are you going to grow up to be a player like your dad? You do? Are you any good?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Huh?
Are you good?
I shoot with Gio's big, huge basketball.
I hear you.
I shoot with Gio's big, huge.
The Gio's who? Okay. Well, Coach, I'm not going to take any more of your time.
That's fine.
It looks like they came to get you. So we're going to let you get out. We'll see you on Friday night. Lumberton, second game of the conference. Wish you well, Coach. As always, thanks for sitting down and talking to me.
Monday we're
you at the Union High School for the Martin Luther King tournament.
Right. And Tuesday will be at away at Scotland.
Way at Scotland. Martin Luther King tournament at Red Springs?
At Union High School.
At Union High School on Monday. And then on Tuesday, you got who?
Tuesday, Scotland.
Scotland. At Scotland. And that third conference game is just now going to get rolling.
That's right.
Wish you well, Coach. Make sure you come out and check it out Friday night. Until then, we'll see you next week.
Thank you.